to India and Ireland, round Africa and back again. We don't really need to know just where we'll go. Maybe Canada, then to Brazil, then through the Alpine foothills. All I really want to know is, can we go? Oh baby, can we go? Round and around the globe.
Welcome to Take Me With You, episode 139. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Cheryl. We are two well-traveled people who want to go everywhere.
But that's not going to happen. Instead, for the last couple of years, we've been traveling vicariously by inviting guests to share their unique travel stories with us.
It's been awesome, and our podcast has been all over the globe.
Now we're taking some time to revisit the Wish You Were Here segment of our show, where we each share travel attractions that we recommend.
Today's Wish You Were Here's are from Asia.
That's another place I haven't been yet, and you have, Cheryl. My jealousy is growing.
Ryan, you will get your time to shine. Don't you worry. There are some places that you and I have overlapped a lot and both been to. And then I think, between the two of us, we've been to 6 continents, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, we've just gone in kind of in different directions in some ways with travel. And that's been really fun to hear each other's experiences. And that is a positive thing, Ryan.
Oh, okay. Didn't realize I was being chastised here.
Here's what's fun about today's episode. 5 different guests, 5 different countries. And you could just do a little tour with these. Yeah. With these Wish You Were Here's.
Well, and 5 different types of attractions. Mm-hmm. Each of them is a very different type of attraction as well, which is very exciting.
Yes.
And I think it helps highlight the variety that's in Asia.
Mm-hmm.
You say Asia as a continent, and there's a lot of variety from one part of Asia to another, which I think is very exciting.
Yeah. So this looks like a fun whirlwind trip, if you ask me. But it would probably make more sense as 5 different trips.
Probably, because, that would be a whirlwind. Or, 6 months, or you have an extended period. Okay? You're okay with that?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Let's do that then. Okay, it's decided. We're going. Emily, what about you? What would you like to do for your Wish You Were Here?
Okay, so this might not be part of the rules because it's not really wedding related, but
it doesn't need to be wedding related.
Okay, this is hands down best thing I've ever done, ever.
I think that's the rule. The rule is that's what it should be. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you gotta make the trek to Chiang Mai, Thailand. It's not an easy flight. I'm just gonna tell you right now, but nothing a little Jack and Coke can't help with. And once you're there, you need to spend the whole afternoon at the elephant jungle sanctuary in Chiang Mai now, or jungle elephant sanctuary, elephant jungle, one of those. Type in those 3 words, you'll find the place. I don't know if you guys know a lot about elephants in Thailand, but it's a really devastating situation over there, the way people have been treating elephants for the past, several hundred years. Mm-hmm. And so this one nonprofit, we did a lot of research on them ahead of time, and they're basically just a safe haven for elephants who came out of abusive business endeavors. Mm. And, just one of the most magical things. So you get there, you learn all the history, how elephants got started in Thailand and all of the harm and abuse, and then how the sanctuary started. So there's a lot of education part of it, which I found really interesting. Mm. And then you literally spend the whole day taking care of elephants. And I laughed, I cried, it was so magical. We happened to be there when they had 2 little babies, which are bigger than Dobermans, but they were just little guys. Yeah. And the moms it was just so sweet to see. I find them to be such beautiful creatures. And so getting to feed them and hang out with them. And then we go on this little trek down to the riverbed and we bathe them. And we're like in the water with this animal that's like, I don't know, 60 tons.
Wow.
And yeah, life-changing. It's not even that expensive. You just have to make a reservation ahead of time. I did so many things in Thailand, and that's like the one that like, you hold on to that forever. So,
Yeah.
I don't know where else you would get to do that. Like just chill in a riverbed with 6 elephants. You know? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so
definitely like bucket list item that you got to do.
That's so cool.
And I should say they've expanded. So if you are not going to Chiang Mai, but you're in Bangkok or Phuket or one of the other areas, I believe they have now locations everywhere, and it's all owned and operated by the same thing. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, if someone's traveling and they weren't planning on going to Chiang Mai, I guess you don't have to add that on. If you can find them other parts. That's just where I was. So
nice.
Okay. So, Dawn, would you like to go ahead and share first?
Sure. I knew this question was coming as well, so I did my homework.
Oh, good job.
Good for you.
So I would say Wish You Were Here is Great Wall of China.
Ooh.
And a little tip is take the chairlift up, but take the slide down.
There's a slide?
This is amazing. It's almost like a bobsled run.
What?
And you're on this little cart. And you sit on the cart and you go down this slide all the way down back to the bottom. And that was the highlight of the Great Wall of China.
Wow.
You can actually look it up on YouTube and see videos of people.
How did I not know that existed?
I know.
National Geographic actually did a thing on, most people don't know about this.
So here's the thing, though. From what I understand, the Great Wall of China, really, really long. So do they have them like periodically along the wall? There's only one spot on the wall that has this.
So I don't know the answer to that. I mean, the wall is really long, but there aren't like all these pathways up to the wall. There's only certain places where you can actually go up.
Okay, so it's kind of limited where you're actually going to go visit it then?
Yep. And so I don't know exactly where on the wall we were, but wherever we were, there was a chairlift up, like we were skiing, right?
Cool.
And then we got to the top, we walked around, and then we're like, oh, we can take the slide down? We're taking the slide down.
So you're going not parallel, but perpendicular to the wall when you're going down the slide?
Oh, you're like back and forth.
Okay.
Like switch
So
backs?
it's not just like a straight down.
Okay.
It's like a ski run, right? Like or like a bobsled trail. No, not really bobsled because it's different, but you have to look it up on YouTube and look for videos.
Oh my
Take the slide down.
Take the slide
so
down.
much fun. I was a little nervous because I'm like, how fast is this thing going to go?
Yeah.
But they have hand brakes on it, so you can like
Whoa.
slow yourself down.
That's
Okay,
fancy.
so that sounds like something else that I've done before in Slovenia, and it's on like it's a skiing hill in the winter time, but in the summer it's like this. It's like one metal track down the center, and it's these like yellow things that you sit on, and it has like a lever that you can pull for like your brake. Is it similar to what?
Similar, yeah.
That's fun because I've done that several times.
That sounds
that's a lot of
so
fun.
cool. I haven't done any of those things.
Do you wish you were there?
Yes, I really do. I want to take
cool.
the slide. Wow. How did we not know about that? Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm so glad that we do now because now if I ever go to China and go to see the Great Wall,
you have to take the slide down.
I have to do the slide.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not an option anymore. That is required.
No,
yeah.
That is the only way I will go see the Great Wall of China is if I can take the slide down.
Oh my goodness, that is so cool. Wow.
That's a good one, Dawn.
Wow. Oh my goodness, that's very cool.
So, Christine, what would you like to do for your Wish You Were Here?
So for my wish I was here, it's half wish you were here / half suggestion. I think I did mention this briefly on the last podcast I did with you guys, but one of my biggest just travel tip suggestions is go on Airbnb Experiences and try to do something through that. And specifically, if you are in Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam, if they're still doing it, try to look up motorcycle with students, motorcycle with university students. And it is exactly what it sounds like. It was just this group of university students who wanted to work on their English and wanted to make some money on the side. And they pick you up at a market and you hop on the back of their motorcycles and you just zip around. And now everyone in Vietnam has a motorcycle. Like, that's how you get around. And this was our really kind of only experience being on one of them. And it was also with people who were like our age, because both of us were in college. And so we got along with them really well. And they take you all around and give you all this delicious food. They take you to this little pho spot, the pho soup. And it's like underneath a like freeway bridge, and like looks really sketchy, but was so delicious. So I would suggest wherever you go to look up the experiences and try to find ones that really look like people just trying to meet new people and do that. But specifically, if you're in Vietnam, motorcycle with university students, you won't regret it. It's very fun.
Cameron, what would you like to do for your wish you were here?
I would love to take you guys to Taiwan, and specifically Taipei, which is the capital city of Taiwan. Outside of Taiwan, about like a 40-minute by subway trip outside the city, there is a panda zoo. Panda, I guess, rehab facility where you can go and see pandas. But I'm not going to talk about the panda facility. I'm going to talk about a gondola that's actually right next to the zoo, that actually takes you up the side of a mountain, up to these tea farms on top of a mountain. So it was the craziest experience. You're riding this gondola up this mountain to these tea farms. And there was also this beautiful temple that's set into the side of a mountain. Wow. And just 40 minutes outside the city. So I really love that experience. I can't remember the name of the village or the gondola. That's why I mentioned the panda facility, so that you could probably find it.
I'll bet Cheryl will find it.
Yeah, you'll find it.
Maokong Gondola?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It was beautiful. We went up there on a really cloudy, foggy, rainy day, but I think that was it felt like the perfect weather to go up there, because you're just surrounded in clouds and fog up in this moody mountain temple area. It was really cool.
Alyssa, what's your wish you were here?
My wish you were here is the Ghibli Museum in Japan, which is a museum celebrating the work of Studio Ghibli and its founder and master writer and director and incredible artist, Hayao Miyazaki. And for those of you who don't know Miyazaki, he's kind of like the Walt Disney of Japan. And
is he the Spirited Away guy?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like Howl's Moving Castle.
Yes.
And like
My Neighbor Totoro.
Cool.
Yes. I grew up with those films, so when we went, this was part of our trip to Japan when we were filming a short film when I was in college. And so we went. It's outside of Tokyo, and it's beautiful. It's tiny and charming. It looks like something lifted like straight out of one of his films. The architecture is just so
really?
Soft. like I don't know. Soft, I think, is the right word in terms of it's just, I don't know. it's magical and quaint and round and cute.
And round. Okay.
Yes. I mean, if you've seen his films, I think you can picture what I'm talking about. It just has a quality that is just so inviting and welcoming, and it comes out in the architecture, sort of this old world quality, but that has like a fantasy twist to it. And it's if you love his films, then it's wonderful to see, because there are just so many details that are woven into the museum itself and the building. They give you little film cells from the films as part of your ticket.
Oh, cool.
And they've got like exclusive short films that you can only see at the museum. And they have a reproduction of Miyazaki's office space. And so they have all of these binders that you can flip through of his inspirations, from paintings to locations in Europe. Just beautiful, attention to detail. They've replicated everything. And so you get a sense of who he is as a man and the sort of things that he likes. And you just feel like you're transported into his mind. And on the top of the building, they have a gigantic statue. I mean, gigantic. It's life-size to what this character would be if it existed in real life. It's this robot soldier, and he's huge. I hugged his leg. I was so happy to see him, and he just towered over me. But yeah.
And from what film? What is he from?
That's from Castle in the Sky.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's one of his earlier films.
Nice.
And it's just this huge robot that has these like enormously long arms and legs, and it's very cute. I'm weak for cute robots, especially if they're like giant. So yes, that was really special. Especially because I was too big. They only allow the little children to climb all over the gigantic furry cat bus from My Neighbor Totoro. They've got a furry cat bus that children can climb on and climb in. And
that's fun.
I sort of pressed my nose against the glass into that room where I watched the children climb into the cat bus.
That's so cute. Oh, how fun.
So that was really
a good one.
Really magical place.
Nice. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, it was. We would love it if you would follow us on social media. We are at Timwy Podcast. That's at TMWY for Take Me With You Podcast. We are on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter.
You can also email us at timwypodcast@gmail.com. Tell us, what are your wish you were here's for this location?
We would love to hear that. You can also call us and leave us a voicemail at 406-763-8699. Or if it's easier to remember, 406-POD-TIMWY. We would love it if you would rate and review our podcast to tell other people what you think about it, subscribe to make sure you don't miss an episode, and share about this episode on your social media.
As always, thank you to Beth Reed Miller for the awesome artwork. You can check out more of Beth's artwork at Beth Is Something. And thank you to Erica Corbin for the use of her song Round the Globe. You can listen to Erica's music wherever music is sold or streamed.
That's all we have for this episode. So until next time, remember to take me with you.
Take me with you!
Can we get a sailboat chasing down the sunset as we float round and round the globe? Salty air and balmy nights, guided only by the lights above and light little love. Oh, the world is out there waiting to explore.